Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about Dr. Heavenly, girl, putting her foot on Martell's neck and not taking it off, girl. So, for those who don't know, Carlos King has a new show. It's called The Nightcap with Carlos King, and I think it's only on its second episode. But the latest episode, it had Dr. Heavenly from Married to Medicine and Martell Holt from Married to Medicine is on Bravo. And then Martell Holt, which is on, he's a cast member from Love and Marriage, Huntsville. Y'all know, y'all, for the people that don't know, I go off for Dr. Heavenly. I mean, she ignorant, okay? Some of the stuff I cringe at when she talk about, I mean, when she say certain things, but that's still my girl, and I'm gonna stick beside her. I don't care what none of y'all say. Anyways, I took a few notes, not a lot. So he introduced Dr. Heavenly. She comes out, and then he introduces Martell. And he brought up, that Dr. Heavenly and Martell, had been chummy. They took a picture together. It was Destiny, Dr. Heavenly, and Martell. I don't know what type of event they were at, but they took a picture together. And that's why he said they had been chummy. He brought up that Martell called Dr. Heavenly a messy ASS blogger. Dr. Heavenly has a YouTube channel. I really don't watch it like that. The only time I really watch it is when it's Married to Medicine season, because she tends to give, back, she gives a little bit more information about the show, right? And her reviews of the show are actually funny. So this is where things. So I guess Martell was upset because, for those who don't know, Funky Neva was the one who crowned Ariane with the name of Coleslaw. And ever since he said Coleslaw, that stuck with her. And so people are calling her Coleslaw, right? I guess Martell felt some type of way that Heavenly had referred to her as Coleslaw. They had like a Love and Marriage Huntsville special, or Love and Marriage special period. I think 2 months ago. I think it was before the new season started. And Heavenly was part of that special. And she referred to Ariane as Coleslaw. And I guess Martell didn't like that. Girl, when Heavenly said, are you gonna make her your wife? He was like, no. Then why we even talking about this? I was with Heavenly. Heavenly even said, her and Daddy been together. She found out she was four months pregnant, and they got married. Heavenly got, anyway, she found out she was 4 months pregnant. Her and Daddy got married, right? Martell, you're not going to sit here and try and check me about some girl, your child's mother, and try to make it seem as though I'm being disrespectful by calling her Coleslaw, when you have probably been the most disrespectful to her out of everybody. And I watched Dr. Heavenly's live, and a lot of the stuff that I feel like Dr. Heavenly had been watching my lives, because some of her talking points sound like mine, but I don't know. We probably all just, on some things I'm just playing. On some things we just, just period. Some of us have the same thoughts, some of us don't. But I was watching Dr. Heavenly's live, and just like she said, she not gonna take no blame for Ariane, and she was talking about how she was gonna take herself out. You're not gonna put, I'm trying to watch what I say. Martell got his black ass on TV calling that girl a whole peasant. A peasant. A peasant. And you got the nerve to be upset because somebody referred to her as Coleslaw? when you have been the most disrespectful to Ariane and to your ex-wife. Sadly, probably even more disrespectful to Melody than you have to Ariane, which is so fucked up. Martell, I don't think that Martell, Dr. Heavenly was saying on her live that she thinks that I think she said that she feels as though he doesn't realize how he's hurt these people, these women. And I think that he has. I just think that he doesn't give a damn. Because I think Martell is of the mind that, you know, women are down here, men are up here, and the way that I act is okay because I'm a man. Like, that's what Martell gives me. I don't know how anyone, and I've said this before in my reviews. I think I said it in the last review I just put up. I don't know how anyone, like Dr. Heavenly said the same thing. She doesn't know how anyone will want to even be in a partnership, a relationship, I say partnership, a relationship with Martell. She also said that Martell said, didn't we all say this? Well, most of us, she said that Martell said on the show that he want his family back. I said, bitch, I know you fucking lying. For those who don't know, I don't too much care for Melody Holt. But when it comes to Melody and Martell, baby, I'm team Melody, okay? If Melody ever got back on Martell, she would be a fool. The way that man disrespected her, like it even had me damn near on the verge of tears. That's how bad I felt like he treated her. Like he really treated that woman like shit. Like he probably has given Ariane more respect than he's given to his own, at the time, his own wife. Martell was on TV calling his wife a hoe. Martell is a mess. Martell is a hot ass mess. But the thing is, I don't think that he even thinks that he's a hot ass mess. Martell knows that he will always have some woman will always put up with his fuck shit. I guarantee you, Martell's DMs are probably off the chain. Dr. Heavenly started talking about disrespecting women. She told girl, he tried to make it seem as though, you know, Heavenly, I guess you know me, you know my name, you always saying my name. Girl, what Dr. Heavenly said, I didn't know you, I knew Melody. Yes, I said, well, I tell you, Heavenly was not playing with Martell, and the truth of the matter is she really held back. Like if this was probably on YouTube, she probably would have really been cursing Martell out. But you could tell she was really trying to hold herself back from going off the way she wanted to. She also said that Tisha was weak. You know, she went more to explaining on her YouTube show channel. You know, basically saying that, you know, I guess she tried to say that Tisha was kind of like her. In a way, you know, she's gonna stick beside her man. You know, Dr. Heavenly does have this thing of being submissive. Because I'm saying some of the stuff that Heavenly be saying, it go one ear in one ear and out the other. That's why I don't like Heavenly. She'll say it with her chest that I'm submissive to my husband. My husband is this. My husband is that. But she's the same person that will like. Like she'll dog out Toya and call Toya all like Heavenly has like I don't know, child. Some of the shit Heavenly be saying, I just be looking at her crazy. Like I know she's not teaching her daughter that. I know she's not teaching her sons one way and her daughter another way. But she also did say that, and now I was like, okay, now this is starting to make sense. I think Heavenly is more so how you go about it. And I've said this before too. I'm not saying that you should stay with somebody who cheated on you. Because for me, it probably would, if I was in a relationship, it's a good like 99% chance that, like, if we not at that point, if we just starting to talk, you know what I'm saying, and we done said we're gonna be exclusive, and then girl, I find out you out here, this nigga out here running the streets, the relationship will be over. It's one thing if we've been together for a minute, and then we probably say, hey, you want to be together, still stay together, but you know, have an open relationship. Girl, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. But anyways, she said that basically with her, it's more so like the disrespect. And that's the truth. I feel, as ignorant as it may sound, like with Dr. Jackie, the way Curtis cheated on Dr. Jackie, I want to know Heavenly's thoughts on that. Like, it was just disrespectful. Like, you have Dr. Jackie who is known, okay? And then your husband is, girl, trolloping this whore, okay? Around Atlanta airport. And I don't know if y'all know, you better Google. Google is your friend. Atlanta is the busiest airport in the world. Busiest in the world. Okay? Unless it changed recently. And he had that girl up there at the airport. Like, that's just disrespect. Heavenly was coming from, like, I love my man, and I'm going to stick beside my man. But if he ever was to be on some disrespectful shit like Martell, like, I wouldn't be with him. And I was like, okay, now I can see what happened. Like, I love my man. If my man cheated on me, I might stay. More than likely, she probably would. Like I said, most people gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then when you factor in they've been together for so long and they got, you know, these kids and they've been together for almost 30 years, Heavenly probably not going to go nowhere if Damon cheat on her. But if Damon was out here making Heavenly look like a goddamn fool and ripping and running these streets and making her look dumb and calling her whores and all types of shit on TV, Heavenly will be out the door. I'm not saying you should stay with your man just because he don't make you look like a fool. If you want to leave, leave, girl. But I can understand how in some situations, you know, like I said, I've gotten older and cheating is not so black and white with me anymore. Sometimes, you know, depending on the situation, I could see how someone could stay in a relationship if someone cheated. We getting off subject. I was about to go into a whole rant. But I also feel like, girl, a lot of y'all might as well just give these niggas a get out of jail free pass because that's what y'all gonna do anyways. Quiet as this girl. Like, why make a big deal when you find out your husband cheated? Because you're probably gonna stay in the first place. You see what I'm saying? Girl, my husband cheated. I'm staying. But y'all wanna cut up, act the fool, cut the clothes up, throw bleach on the clothes, put sugar in the tank, kick them out the bedroom for a month. Girl, all of you to do that. I guess you gotta work through your anger. Is that what it is? I don't know, child. Anyways, we talking about Heavenly. It was cute. You know, I'm here for Dr. Heavenly. I love the fact that she was not letting up on Martell. She did say that he didn't really get disrespectful, you know, especially with the shit that she was saying towards him. I think that Heavenly can handle Martell. If anything, Martell will probably be ready to, you know, niggas, that's what they do though, quiet as it's kept. You know, some of these men, their mouths are not as slick as some of these women, right? That's why they get so upset. Because they can't handle some of y'all mouths. And then they, you know, result to physical violence. I'm just saying. Anyway, shout Kandi. Do y'all agree? Todd says that Kandi is the queen of Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's your show. You've been on the longest. Listen, I think I left a comment. I did. I would have to agree. When you compare Kandi's Bravo resume to the other girls, they can't compete. We all know Nene is what put Real Housewives of Atlanta and probably even Bravo on the map. But Kandi really is in charge of the girls. I'm not talking about personality. the most slick with her tongue. Kandi has been on Real Housewives the longest for a reason. I think Kandi is that girl that can send an email and shake some shit up. Ask Phaedra. I think that a lot of people, and I'm one of those, people that I realized a few weeks ago that, Kandi does not get the flowers that she deserves. Even when I sit back and think about what Kandi has contributed to Real Housewives of Atlanta, while Kandi does not have this outgoing personality like Nene Leakes and Kenya Moore, right? And even some of y'all faves like Portia and some of the other girls, Kandi has given a good deal to Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I know at one point I was one of those people that was like, Kandi born. Kandi done had some moments on Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? I think the only one that probably has been consistent as far as her delivery every season and always stepping up to the plate and always making sure that she earns her paycheck is Kenya Moore. Some of the other girls from Cynthia, right? Nene, they've had seasons where they did not show up to work. But even with that being said, when I look at Kandi, and again, her resume, we could just even look at her Bravo resume. Kandi, I think, is that girl over there at Bravo. And I'll tell you who is a close second, especially when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta. As much as people may not want to admit it, Kenya Moore, I think that Kenya Moore really, while I think that Andy probably she may not be Andy's favorite, I think that Kenya has the respect of those folks over there at Bravo. I really do. I think it's Kandi and then probably Kenya in a close second. Yes, Nene was the personality, the person who put, Real Housewives of Atlanta on the map, but that's not Nene. No. It's a rap, you can't call Nene the queen of Real Housewives of Atlanta anymore, especially because, look at what's going on. Can we? Can we still call Nene the queen of Real Housewives of Atlanta? Kandi has been on the show the longest. She's never left a season. Kandi has had more specials than probably anybody at Bravo, period. Kandi brings in more money than any of the other girls. It's the reason why Kandi gets special after special after special. I'm sure Kandi is probably easy to work with. I think Kandi is that girl. I do. They've had plenty of opportunity to bring back Phaedra, and Candice already let it be known. I can't stop y'all from bringing back Phaedra. I can't do nothing about that. But baby, I'm gone. And what do they do? The beloved Phaedra, she been trying to get back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Please don't girl. Phaedra want to get back on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Girl, it's the reason why she's doing the ultimate girls trip. I saw her face flash across my screen for Real Housewives of Dubai. She's still scrunching up that face. Tank says the business of Destiny's Child was set up to adore Beyonce while reflecting on working with Kelly Rowland. He basically says that Kelly is that bitch pretty much. That we love Beyonce, but it was set up that way that Beyonce would be the one that we adore. But Kelly, he said he's worked with Kelly, and Kelly is just that girl. I'm glad someone is giving Kelly her flowers. Not to take away from Beyonce's talent, because Beyonce is a talented girl, but I think that it would be unfair and it would be dishonest for us not to say that girl. I mean, when you have your mama as the fashion stylist, your daddy as a manager, you know, and then when you look at how when they all went solo, Beyonce was given like the A-list songwriters and producers. And girl, they threw Michelle in that little, you know, even though girl, Quantity kept girl, Michelle's first album go hard. Y'all better go listen to it. I bought that album from Walmart. I still remember. And then when you think about Kelly's first solo album, it's kind of like they made it where like we had to pay attention to Beyonce, if that made sense. And again, that's not to take away from Beyonce's talent, because Beyonce is a talented woman, okay? One of the greatest, okay? So I'm not taking anything away from Beyonce, but I'm just happy that somebody is giving Kelly her flowers. That's it. Y'all don't ever think it was weird how every time they got into a interview, girl, they always hyped up Beyonce, but when it came to Beyonce hyping up them girls, I don't know them girls. Anyways, girl, shout out to Tank. You know who else I want to give a shout out to? Cynthia Bailey. Cynthia Bailey is probably one of the housewives, one of the few I'll say one of the, I'm not going to say one of the few housewives, because there are some housewives who have been successful after their run on, you know, their franchise. But I'll just keep it with Cynthia. For Cynthia to have the run that she's having, Cynthia just opened up a store, I think at the Beverly Hills Center, she said, with her bags. I think it's called CB. Cynthia is really doing the damn thing. Like, when I tell you, girl, she's still out. She's still out and about. Like, you would have never thought that she left Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know, some of the girls leave the show, and it's just kind of like, girl, you don't hear about them no more, right? But not Cynthia, honey. Cynthia is working, okay? Shout out to Cynthia Bailey. For real, for real. Shout out to her. All right, y'all, I'm gone. I gotta go because I'm supposed to go to the dentist tomorrow and get my teeth cleaned. I need to go to sleep. All right, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.